So Balazs was at the end where I have to, strangle him with the seatbelt. He was so happy to have the blood caps in his mouth and to spit blood everywhere. And there were so many times when Balazs was spitting blood right into my mouth.
Oh, there's a really funny moment, and it's in the movie because it was the only take we did of it. But when Marco, this is a true story, when Marco, who's the guy that he fights in the bathroom, Marco Zaror, when he's dead, and at the very end he falls off the toilet, the way that he fell, his knee went straight into Josh's crotch. And if he had done anything, it would have screwed me because it was the only take of it that I had. And if you watch that, there's a moment, because I need to give it like a few more frames after he's down. There's like a moment right as he hits the ground where Josh kind of goes, but he did not break. He stayed completely in character. There's one quick.
And now I can't have any more kids, but that's okay. I've got plenty.
There's this, so I wanted to have all these prosthetics. I really wanted the chainsaw thing to be like Crazy 88s and Kill Bill and all these real rigs. And it was like, okay, this prosthetic, that prosthetic, and it was like, okay, we have money for 0 prosthetics. And I was like, oh, and then how are we gonna do this? So there was this big shop that had all these body parts and different things. So the one bit where he slices through the guy, it's basically on him, and then it cuts the scene through the guy as Josh, tripping is like, whoa, and that is me and the prosthetic guy. They had a body that came apart like this from some like medieval show or something, and it was meant to be laying on the ground in 2 parts. And we basically had them tear a costume in half and put it on this body. And I'm holding like the arm part of it, and the other guy's holding the body part. And we just pulled it apart and with some blood squirting through as we, it's some real Sam Raimi shit. I mean, there are a lot of the aesthetic, like the first one, when he didn't have any money. A lot of those things were us finding whatever we could, they gave us like a kit of parts, and we really made it work. Because I'm like, this can't be CG. Number one, we don't have any money for CG, but it's going to be better practical.
Are you sensing a theme? I feel like there's a theme amongst these.
But the practical stuff really worked. It wound up saving us.
So